Hey, church family, thanks for joining us this morning or afternoon or whenever it is on this Thursday for our daily devotional. We are continuing to look at honoring our parents and for many of us, honoring authority. And today we're going to continue. We're still in Ephesians 6:2. It says, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. But what I want us to look at is not at the promise that's offered here in Ephesians, but at the passage that Paul is actually talking about from the Old Testament here. He's talking about Exodus 20:12, the fifth commandment of the Ten Commandments, when it says, honor your father and mother. And then after that, God writes, so that. And generally, whenever God writes, so that, at the end of something, he's kind of going to give a reason for following that command, right? He's going to give a reason why it would be important for them to do that. So anytime that God gives us a command, we should listen. But if he gives us a so that, he's telling us, hey, there's a reason why. We definitely need to listen to the reason why, so that we don't look at God's command and say, well, why? Because he's telling us. And so the answer to the why is that they would live a blessed life, that they would receive all that God promised them. That's what God was telling them. Hey, honor your father and mother so that you can receive all that I have promised you. You can live long in the land that I have given you. All those blessings that he had promised to the people of Israel, they all hinged on honoring their father and their mother. And it's no different today. We should honor our father and our mother. We should honor authority in our life to receive those blessings that Paul is offering us. Or excuse me, not Paul, that God has offered us. That we would live in obedience to him. And the reality is we can take an even bigger and more general look at that. We should live in obedience to God so that we can have a blessed life. We can have a life that is full. And blessed doesn't necessarily mean rich or healthy or everything worldly you've ever asked for. What it means is true heavenly blessings, blessings that are eternal, blessings that have purpose for even more than just your own life, but for the building of the kingdom, right? So we need to live in obedience. We need to honor authority so that we can live a life that is blessed by our Lord, and brings glory to him. And God promises that. He makes a covenant with us. He will not break that promise, that if we are obedient to him, he will keep the promise to bless us, to bless our lives. So our author gives us a couple of questions for us to look at here. The first one, why did God attach a promise to the fifth commandment? Why do you think he attached that promise to the fifth commandment there? And then second question, what does it mean that God is a God of promises or covenants? And really, man, what do you think? What do you think it means that God is a God of promises, that God is a God of covenants, that he is so sure that he's a rock there? I hope you'll take some time to maybe write those your answers down to that, discuss them with others if you've got people there with you. More than anything, though, church family, I want you to know that we love you and we're praying for you.